Hello and welcome back to Surly Tim's. Now in this episode I'm going to cover the movie The Mummy Rebirth, odd title, from 2019. A confusing tale in which an archaeologist played by Brittany Goodwin of Ninja Cheerleaders from 2008 and Darkwater Murder in the Deep, also from 2019, and her sidekick Sager, played by David E. Kazakis of The 13th Friday, are duped into acquiring precious artifacts for a wealthy tomb robber, Silver, played by John Brown, and his odd hireling, Dr. Dragich, played by Deanna Grace Kong, find themselves responsible for the fate of humankind. Know that when I say that this film had absolutely no direction, understand that this means that a broken compass could have saved my life in the Bermuda Triangle in comparison to this film. This 80-minute movie could not end soon enough for me, so there's no other choice than to brand the story a monumental zero. As if the pandemic wasn't the only blemish on 2019. The performances of the, dare I say, actors were almost enough to stop me dead in my tracks, if not for the train wreck effect. The villainous Silver couldn't be any less intimidating unless you consider the fact that, whether intentional or not, he murdered his attempt at impersonating William Shatner as Kirk at his worst. The cast looked confused, more so than I, throughout the entire film. Their attempts at action seemed slapstickish at best, and when delivering their dialogue it seemed forced, and it lacked any emotional attachment to them. Yep, you guessed it, zero for the acting. To me, and I love B-movies, I couldn't tell where the poor acting ended and the directing took the wheel. I'm not sure if the production team of KHU, I believe, and Tristan Price, also the writer of this film, may have taken on more than they can handle as co-directors, but I hope that they think things through a little more next time. Unfortunately, a zero. Now we come to the production quality. It feels like the wardrobe department shopped for most of the outfits at Spirit Halloween. The lead seemed to be dressed in a Laura Croft costume, minus the hard edges. Dr. Dragich looked like she was wearing whichever sexy costume that the store had on the rack. Sexy soldier, including a first sergeant ranking with airborne affiliation patches on a camouflage catsuit, seemed a bit much. The computer effects were of original PlayStation quality, or maybe even below, and the attention to details were atrocious. I hate to hack a film to pieces this bad, but with that in mind, I'm glad that I didn't purchase this one, as a friend gifted it to me, with the warning that it wasn't very good. So, zero. As to my opinion, I think it would be cruel to continue. I know that many people have hopes of seeing their project come to fruition, but sometimes it's more prudent to wait and try to flesh it out a bit. So this was my first total zero using the new rating system. And since I've chosen to take a less malicious approach when reviewing a movie, although a little sarcasm did eke out, I found no great pleasure in rating this one as I did. But maybe someone that loves total schlock will find something of value in this, which I hope is the case. Well, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.